2 years ago I made my first terrarium, which I haven't opened since. Oh fuck. It's all lively brown and tropically soggy. See how happy these isopods are? Just kidding. It probably died in the first weeks already. Rest in peace, Jeff. So therefore, I'm going to build a terrarium that does not immediately fucking die. But first, how the hell did we meet Jeff? It all started after a small party at our house, where me and a housemate ended up on the sofa. Yo bro, you know what I've been watching lately? Is it porn again? Nah bro, not this time. You know terrariums, right? Yeah, of course, that's where people keep their plants and shit, right? Yup. Bro, that sounds fucking boring. Nah man, let me show you a video. So, when is the cool stuff coming? Just watch the goddamn video, man. And after watching terrarium videos till 4 AM, a new passion was born. What do we actually need to get for this? I don't know, just grab some shit bro. See that plant? Yoink. 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 Yo bro. I think we might have everything now, right? We got some stones, coal, dirt, some wood. Don't we need some isopods as well? Ah, yeah, that's right. Okay, but where do we find them? I mean, don't they hide under some dead wood or fucking rocks or something? And that's where we found Jeff. He died. He fucking died. No! Therefore, I will continue Jeff's legacy by building a new terrarium. So, what do you need for building a terrarium, you might ask? Well, for that, let me explain how a simple terrarium is built up like. I'm not an expert on this, so this video is no guarantee that your terrarium will succeed. For the first layer, you want to create a drainage layer, for which I will use pebbles or small rocks. It stores the excess water to prevent oversaturated soil that could otherwise cause root rot. On top of the drainage layers, you want to add a mesh, preferably a fine one, to prevent the top layers of getting into the drainage layer. A thin layer of activated carbon can then be put on top, which helps with water filtering. I'll be using some normal charcoal for this, but this isn't as effective as activated charcoal. This is then finished off by a layer of soil, which in my case contains dirt from the forest with some additional bark and dead leaves. On top or in this layer, you can then add your hardscape pieces to create a mini landscape you like. I'll use some good looking rocks and wood for this, but you can use basically anything. Now it's time to add the plants, preferably starting with the centerpiece plants, then the other ones, and finishing off with the moss at the uncovered areas of your terrarium. Lastly, add some springtails and possibly isopods who will break down the decaying matter in your terrarium. And as a final touch, put some dead leaves and bark on the ground. This will also serve as a food supply for your decomposers. Well, that's it. Now hope it doesn't die. That's not so hard, right? So, let's go into the forest and let's see what we can find. By the way, if you're also planning to make a terrarium using materials out of the woods, it's good to note that working with forest materials is very tricky. After gathering all the materials we need, we only have to find some new inhabitants, continuing Jeff's legacy. And this might be the hardest part, because while isopods are easy to find as they are quite big and live on almost every decaying piece of wood you can find, springtails are not so easily found, since they are small, but also because it seems as if they are present only at wood at a specific moment in the decaying process. Luckily for us, we eventually found them once we got the hang of it, but be careful catching them though, as their name suggests, they're quite good at jumping. After that, we headed home and started right away. So first, I'll create a drainage layer with the larger pebbles on the bottom and the smaller ones on top, preferably making the drainage layer somewhat evenly distributed to get a nice flat surface to put the mesh onto. or in my case, a plastic bag with some holes in it. After smashing the charcoal into smaller crumbs, I dump the charcoal onto the mesh and spread it over the bottom. Make sure that your mesh is positioned well to prevent charcoal getting directly into your drainage layer, as I did here. For the soil, I mixed the forest dirt with extra dead leaves, bark and some leftover charcoal. Looking like filled brownie batter to me. I put it on top of the charcoal and formed the soil into the desired mini landscape. Just make sure that the soil is not too compact, as it should bounce a little. If that's finished, you can already add the springtails if you want, since these prefer to live in the soil and not on the surface anyway. Now the foundation lies, it's time to do the hardscape of the terrarium. I found this large piece of wood that was black on the outside, which I really liked. It's only a bit too large for me, so therefore I had to smash it, until it got small enough to put into the terrarium. When you have found the desired sweet spot, you can fix it in place by digging it into the ground and putting additional soil around it to secure it more properly. I did the same for this branch I found with a very characteristic knot. I made the shaft a little shorter and placed it as well. After that, I also added 3 smooth stones to finish off the hardscape, as I think they will look nice with their grey color in the green and brown landscape I'll make. This part of the build is definitely one of the most fun parts in my opinion, as your terrarium will actually get shape now. Now it's finally time to furnish the terrarium with a shit ton of plants. This is gonna take a while, so sit back and relax. I must say, it's starting to actually look like something nice already. I think it's almost finished now. Maybe some little adjustments and we're ready for the last step. Adding the animals and decaying materials. First, I added my new friends. Say hello to Jeff's family. They are already exploring their new home. And while they are exploring, I'll also provide their food supply. Or better said, air supply. Oh, shit! Okay, I think we're finally done. Let's take a look at the final result. It still looks a little messy now, but I'll trust Jeff's family to clean it up for me. Speaking of which, let's see what they think of their new home. The new terrarium now also requires a place to stay, and I think it will fit in right next to the old one. I think this terrarium build was very successful, for my doing at least. But what do you guys think? Now just hope it doesn't die. Again. Jeff, is that you? Oh no, Jeff. No!